Hey everyone, today we're going to look at some more tips and tricks on how to use the date and time control effectively. So we're going to look at how to use a formatted date and time in our HTML email bodies to send emails. We're then going to look at how to find the difference between two dates in our in-house database sheets, which is really handy. And we're also going to look at how to find the age of someone given the date of birth. So yes, it's going to be fun and let's get started. So first let's look at how to send dates using our email bodies. So for that I'm first going to search for a date control and add it on the screen. And let me also add a button on the screen. So the idea is when the user clicks this button, he's going to get an invite for an event. Of course, that message has to contain the date too. That is what we're going to figure out now. So let me name the button get invite so that it makes sense. And date picker, I'll change the name to event date. And awesome. So let me click on the button, go to the action flow, and let's make some changes here. So first let me use a set message control, which is a good control when you want to use emails, and let me change it to a rich text because that will allow me to set stuff to bold and I can really format the body of my email. So let me say something like hi user. Of course, writing user is not a very good email message. You want to personalize it. So to do that, enclose it under double curly braces so that it gets set as a variable and we can change the value of the variable later. But yeah, so hi user, you have been invited to a special event on, let's keep it a variable, date. We hope to see you there. Awesome. So now if I click outside, I can get the two values or the variables which I have to set. So enter a value for the user. I'm going to use keywords and I'm going to use the keyword username. So it'll get updated dynamically. And enter the value for date. Let's again use keywords and search for our keyword, which is event date, which is the control we just created. And awesome. So we've created our personalized message body. Let's just continue, give it a name and finish the task. Now we of course need another action to send them an email. So let me just put a send email task. Subject is event invitation. Of course you can set it to a personalized subject and use anything you want. Body, we have to use our keywords, is the message that we just created. Recipients, I can again send it to my user email and set the name for it, send mail. Awesome. So that is pretty much it and we are done with our tasks. So now all you have to do is go to the date control and in the custom formula, by default it's set to today. So that means whenever the user clicks the get invite, that day will get added in the message. You can of course change it to a specific date. So maybe I can make it date and then I can add the year 2021, month December and day 23rd. So now it's set to a static date 23rd December of 2021. You can set it to a specific date like maybe 7 days after the user clicks, or you can keep it, or you can make all the changes you absolutely want. If you want to know how to set a specific date and see other tricks, visit the video in the link below, which links to the part 1 video of the same series. But yeah, that is about it. So the next thing we're going to look at is how to get the difference between two dates in our sheets. So let me head over to a sheet I have created. I already have one date column, another date column, and the idea is I want to get the difference between these two date columns. So let me add a column, give it a good name. Let me name it date difference. You can set any name you want, and for the column type, scroll down and set it to as a formula type. So I've added it. Then click on this F icon you see over here. I'll get this pop-up where I can write a formula I want. So ideally we would just write date 1 minus date 2 and that is it. This is actually enough. But the problem is this gives the output in terms of milliseconds, and we don't want that. That will be a very large unnecessary number which doesn't make any sense. So to convert it, let's just add a couple of brackets. I can first divide it by 1000 to get the answer in seconds, and further I can divide it by 86,400 to get the answer in days, because a day contains 86,400 seconds. And now I'll get the answer in days. If I click save and validate, you can see it's updated over here to 3, because 6th August 2021 minus 3rd August 2021 equals to 3. There are 3 days difference between that. So yeah, that's how you do that. Again, pretty simple and straightforward. The last thing we're going to look at is how to calculate the age in years given someone's date of birth. So to do that, I'll of course need a date control. Let me add that. I'll also need a text control to display the years. Let me add that too. And give it some reasonable names. I'll name it DOB, and I'll name this one age in years. Awesome. So now we just need to go to the bind data section, go to the custom formula of the text box, and we can simply use the date difference control to get exactly what we want. So we want the date difference between DOB, our date of birth, and today, and we want the format to be in years, so I put the letter Y, and that is it. If I click save and validate, and if I preview this, let's check it out. Currently it's 0, but if I change my date of birth to something, say like 2001, and click done, it shows the age in years is 20. So yes, you can of course, since it's a text box, you can further customize it. So let's say I'm using a concatenate function where I'm using the date difference, and here I can add in years, and now I can save and validate. Add space 2, so save and validate, and I preview it now, it shows 0 years, but if I change it to 2001, it shows 20 years. So awesome. That's about it for today's video. If you want to learn more tips and tricks, be sure to watch the first part of the same series, linked in the description below. I hope you liked it and start utilizing the date and time control effectively across all your apps. Thank you and have a nice day.